vibration check, that frequency check, and we're not talking about comms. Responsibility for your frequency and your vibration is paramount to a good life, to a beautiful life, that beautiful life we talk about, that deliberate life. To live a deliberate life, you have to be deliberate about everything. And that includes the frequency you're vibrating at. What is the frequency you're vibrating at? Most people know a person who's high energy, positive, and a person who's the opposite of that. Negative Nancy, Johnny Raincloud, wet blanket. Nobody likes those people. And you know why? They're a bummer to be around. It's not good. It's not positive for the group. It adds nothing. Complaining, putting negativity out into the ether. People feel that. Make no mistake. We're all connected. We're all connected through energy. We burn energy. And the frequency we're operating at affects everything. It affects our lens on the world. Everybody's woken up and been in fucking grumpy pants and been pissed off before. And how does the world look? Like shit. Things are negative. You can't see a way out. Things seem more complicated than they are. And that's just because you're at a low frequency, right? Don't define yourself there. A lot of people will let themselves be in this negative space and they talk themselves into that's just them. That's not true. We need to be more deliberate about the frequency we're operating at. Just now, I just came in from what I call frequency check, vibe check. I was dipping and I felt that energy drop. And the minute I start to get negative, now this took me years to figure out, or if I knew, to actually do something about it and not be lazy, because that's part of it. But when I start having those a little bit of negativity in my head, and it's usually in the early afternoon for me, I get moving, get into some burpees. I went in and did some bar work outside. I went for a walk in the sun, and now I feel better. What do you know? That cuntiness is cured. And most people don't do it. Most people will wallow in that negativity. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. It's ownership. It's also self-awareness, which is a massive sign of intelligence, is self-awareness. It's to understand yourself, to learn yourself, to know when you're dipping, to be aware of it, and not just project all that negativity out and not even realize you're doing it. Those are the worst kind of people. Don't fucking be those people. Maintain positivity. You want to be that shining example, that light. You don't want to be fake. You don't want fake bravado. You don't want to be inauthentic. But you can absolutely be aware of where you're operating at. And if you know you're going low, go do something about it and come back and be a fucking good person, because it's so easy. You don't got to do a lot. You don't got to kill yourself. Do a 15-minute walk around the block and watch how simple that is. Watch how simple that fixes your day. And we're all trying to operate in some level of clarity and inner peace. We're all trying to just be content. That's what we want. We want to feel content in our heart. And we're biologically wired to not always be that way. We're biologically wired to seek the problems, to cause a little bit of anxiety so we move. So if we don't move, if we're not doing those things, all that anxiety, all that negativity is going internal. And so we have to combat that with some basic movements. It's responsibility, it's ownership. That's what we talk about here, is in special forces and special operations, one of the most massive things they talk about is ownership. Own your mistakes. In the debriefs we'd have, it's all about nobody's saying good job in any of those debrief or mission debriefs or even training debriefs. Everyone's saying, standing up, rogering up, raising their hand of what they fucked up, right? It's ownership. And a positive mental outlook is part of ownership because it's affecting the group. It's affecting your family. It's affecting your tribe. Be a positive member of your tribe or clan, right? Your people deserve it. And in that journey that we're all on to that, ideally that 10.0 self, that evolved version of you that we're working towards, that person, I'm sure, is a mentally strong, positive example for everybody around them. Strong of heart, strong of mind. And that strength means not being a fucking little bitch when you start to get little poopy pants. That's really what that comes down to. So fucking move, get some push-ups in, get a walk in. It's real simple. Vibe check, baby, that frequency check. Responsibility for your frequency, it's all you. It's nobody else's responsibility. Remember that. It's nobody else's responsibility or around you to make you feel good, make you happy. So because it's all on you, be aware of it. Be aware of where you are, be aware of who you are, what causes you to dip, when you normally dip, and handle it. Handle your shit. And that self-awareness, you know what it is. It's all about fucking being smart. Out here.